So, when it comes to AI, I've made a couple of videos on this about AI boyfriends and girlfriends, a lot of stuff, because I'm very aware of the dystopian aspects that are coming along with modern times. And although I can stay here in my bubble and quote unquote rise above it all, I mean, it's still affecting the rest of society as we know it. And I am just one voice on the subject. But hear me out because this is going to be a lot. I wasn't going to be talking about AI until I saw the Google videos where you see these people who look like real people and they say, no, I'm not even real. I'm just an AI prompt. You're talking to an AI prompt and they're in a real life grocery store and it looks like an actual 4K camera. It got pretty scary. And if you were to tell me it was going to get like this during the times when ChatGPT just came out, I don't know, man. I would not be convinced then. So now I'm just thinking, I don't know how far this is going to go. This is insane. But what's going to happen is I'm sorry, guys. I'm usually more calm and collected, but I'm like, wow. But let's get back on track. I'm not going to sell you guys on false hope. I'm also not going to sell you guys a black pill because I don't think it's dystopian. And I also don't think that it's all sunshine and rainbows. I think that there's going to be some hurting going through. AI is going unregulated for the next 10 years. That's going to be really crazy. But I think it's safe to say Pandora's box has been opened a long time ago. And it started with ChatGPT. But now that Pandora has shown her full hand, I think it's too late to close that box. And I think we kind of got to point the finger at ourselves. Because when ChatGPT came out, the amount of people that were using it to do their homework has gone up. I see TikToks of professors saying you guys aren't even doing your schoolwork anymore. They're having meltdowns because everyone's using ChatGPT. And my buddy Rob went back to college to finish electrical engineering. We went together before, but he went back and he said, dude, I talked to one of our former professors and he said we're cooked. Because all these students are using ChatGPT to make their homework because it's easy, it's fast, it gets done in 5 seconds, and it knows all the answers. But what did we as humans do? We have short attention spans. We're addicted to social media. We're addicted to instant gratification. And a lot of us are so demoralized, we don't even think it's worth getting up in the morning to develop skills. Now, on this channel, obviously, I try to lead by example. And I'm not saying do as I do or else I'm not going to be like that. I don't want to be a mentor. I don't want to be a figurehead. I don't want to be some talking head on the internet. But I'm pretty sure that this video is going to be collected by AI. And once I'm gone from this planet, there's probably going to be an AI Z Hut that will be talking to all of you guys, but it might not even be my personality. It might get 90% of it, but kind of wrong. The human aspects, you're just going to tell are not there. Potentially. But we have given AI the agency. I think when I watch videos of, modern times are bad because everyone's shallow and everything's horrible, everything's toxic, all that, nothing's worth doing anymore, and then you bring in the AI when nobody's putting in an effort and wants to just hand it all over to AI, it's getting pretty wild. I see the cause and the effect that have taken place during this time. And, a lot of people have had trouble making friends. A lot of people have had trouble keeping jobs. A lot of people have had trouble feeling, moralized to get out and make things happen, especially in this economy. I'm not faulting the people who just feel like giving up. I could see why. It gets more depressing every day economically. And obviously there's no, Deus Ex Machina that's going to come in and save us anytime soon from all this stuff that is to come. And I do think a lot of people are going to be automated when it comes to their jobs and they're not going to be needed. And if you understand bosses, if they can cut employees to save profit, they'll do it. I think trades are definitely going to be the last ones to go. I am a welder during my day job. It's what I do. And, it's hard to teach a robot how to run a consistent bead, but I think over time it's going to learn some really interesting micro details, especially with all the tools at his disposal now. And you can only keep your head above water for so long before, the Titanic sinks. Now, obviously, that's worst case scenario, but how do we avoid this case scenario? And luckily, when I go out in my job and be around positive people, which is what I recommend you do all the time, it doesn't seem like that. It kind of seems like to me there's a two-tier system where some people are going to have that nightmare scenario. But I'm not so sold that it's all doom and gloom quite yet. I think that like I said, the groups I like to hang out with, the more positive ones, I think there's hope for them moving forward. Like, I do see a lot of people seeing the writing on the wall with the technology getting out of control, and they're saying, no, we don't want to be a part of this. And I think that the people who want deeper connections and don't want to outsource friendship to AI, and don't want to outsource their jobs and basically everything that makes us human to AI, because it's getting pretty nuts when you think about all the things that AI has taken over. Not just work jobs, but like relationships. Like, people are going to start dating holograms in the near future, I think. So my word of advice is to be part of the change that you want to see. Do you want to see this AI future where everything's taken over? Or do you want to be amongst people and feel connected and feel really awesome, and just be excited about life again? Because I see a great demoralization with this multitude of problems. I'm not saying it's just going to go away like that when I snap my fingers. It's definitely not. We're going to have some tough times to work through, and I think AI is adding a whole nother mess of problems. But I think the power of community, the power of getting our humanity back, because it has gone away. We have outsourced it, not just to AI, but since then before, we have given ourselves to technology on a crazy level. And I know a lot of people say this is a logical fallacy, but it is a slippery slope. It's amazing. It's like if you ever watch South Park, where they build that small mom and dad pop shop into a big mega corporation, and then they tear it down, and then they start all over again. That's kind of the thing. Like, us as humans are kind of like that. Like, South Park was a very accurate critique of human nature. Now, are we going to check that and move forward better, or are we going to allow it to? Now, obviously, making music, those markets are going to be cut into. Making movies, those markets are going to be cut into. There is going to be a massive change, and a lot of skills are going to become obsolete because AI is going to take over them. So I think sticking to the skills that AI can't quite take away just yet, I think that's where the hope is for now. But I can't predict the future. I could just offer a solution, and it does fall on us, and we got to stop using ChatGPT. We got to stop outsourcing everything to the thing. And if you have local logo designers or something and you want to support them, because I have a buddy who designs logos for a living, support them, because we still do. But it is a choice. Are we going to just press a button, or are we going to support one another truly? Because I know a lot of people on social media like to talk about, oh, we're all in this together, until it's time to actually be in this together. But I think now it's time for us to put our money where our mouth is, because I really think that the universe is testing us as a species with this thing. And like I said, I think it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. The night is darkest just before the dawn. And I do say the dawn is coming, but only if we want it to. But that's what I got to say. I'll see you guys later, and peace out.